Hello Bridges, I hope you're well. I've had such a fun week. I've been lecturing for the CNM both yesterday and on Tuesday, and we did assessments and diagnostics, which is all the fun bit, as you know, about learning naturopathic nutrition and applying those principles. So things that we can check with people is the tongue, eyes, breath, but sometimes we need to do lab tests. So Tuesday and Saturday was all about learning about lab tests. But somebody pointed out, and this is why I'm here on a live, how would you go about doing this if this was part of a group program? How do you individually do lab tests? So I just wanted to paint this picture and make it clear for you. I love to give clinical tips, so stay tuned with things like this because I can help you in how to implement it. So you only have, 60 to 90 minutes for somebody, and you've already started to suspect that you need some more information. Now you could sit there and talk for the next 15-20 minutes about why they need a lab test. Or what you can do is gain further information, do your wonderful deep consultation with them, and then at the end say to them that you're going to direct them to more information. So this is where you would point them to your tech platform. You're going to point them to the correct page, and on that page is going to be why the lab test is needed in their case. So this is helpful when you niche in an area. For example, if you go onto a normal lab site, it talks about all conditions and how that one lab test can help with all conditions. So for example, a one test, which is the organic acids, may help with mood disorders and cellular energy issues. But when you niche into an area, your video on your tech platform will say why it's suitable for that person. So you might well be talking about constipation and how it alters the microbiome. So when you point them to a page on your website, on your tech platform, you then have the ability to put them within a funnel. So straight after they've watched the video, there could well be a pop-up that then says, order your lab test now. Now, once this has already been put in place, you don't need to do it again. So the next step in the sequence is they order the lab test. So when you have multiple people doing this, you might think, well, hang on, I'm still working one-to-one and I'm trying to do a group program. So how does that work? So after your client has done their lab test, they would still be working through your online health program. So the online health program is teaching them the exact strategies that they need in order to heal their condition. So it could be by week 4 that their lab results come in. So if you correlate that during your health program, there are the videos of a sample report where you're going through a case and you're talking about when you see bile acid out of balance. It can mean that you're not digesting your fats. And you go through the report and you're offering suggestions as to what it can be. What this means is your client can get their own lab results and can start to understand it without the deep interpretation. That's still your job, but they can start to understand the results so you're not having to repeat yourself multiple times. So once they've watched a sample report of that, you can then put them down the funnel. What would come next? Well, if you have within your tech platform templates of different protocols that you would use, when you know the type of person that you like to work with, this is super simple. So let's take, for example, you've got a client with, say they've got bile acid insufficiency and parasites. We all know the type of protocol that requires. You have got to start secreting the bile salts, and to do that you need the bitter foods. If there's parasites, we know that we need to change that internal environment and we need antiparasitics. You could write a protocol on that now. That same protocol can be housed within your site. And again, when you send the link to your client, it starts them through the funnel process. And so you direct them to that. And the next step is purchase your protocol now. That takes them through to your store again. Just like when they ordered their lab test from your store, now they're going to order these supplements. Many practitioners feel guilty about charging extra for supplements, but you shouldn't. There should be between 10 to 45% on top of your supplements. But what's great to do is to offer your clients something completely unique, and that is to offer packages of products. So let's take the example of bile acid insufficiency and parasites. Maybe you're having something like the bitters, and maybe you're having a berberine-based product. But not just that, you're going to offer a digital download of all the things that they can do to relieve parasites. Washing underwear at 60 degrees, keeping fingernails short, keeping them clean. That is so valuable to somebody that has just found out from their lab results that actually they've got bugs within the gut. So using this process now, let's look at this if it was a group program. So now you have multiple people, all with a similar condition, and now they may well all be ordering lab tests. Now we've got two options here. If you have 50 people on your program that you're guiding, you're not really going to want 50 lab tests coming in. So people have two options. They can do, let's call it a bronze program. Your bronze program is maybe the most simplistic form of your online health course. It's a self-study. What does your client need to do from A to Z to heal their condition? Now you're trained enough to know that systematically we have to start from the top, work our way down to the bottom, and there are lifestyle factors included in there as well. Each of those forms a module, and within the module are lessons or steps that the person needs to take. That would come at a more of a basic price. You may then have a gold program, and the gold program still offers that element of individualization because we are individual and sometimes people need further work. And that might mean that you then do a one-to-one consultation at the start and maybe at the end. But the same thing applies to your bronze program. Those people are still going through the exact steps in order to heal their condition because they're the fundamental steps that they need to know. Working from top to bottom, working with diet, working with lifestyle. But now the gold aspect, the gold program, means that they have their own individual lab tests and you're directing them to the appropriate supplements. Can you imagine how much time this is saving so far? So far we've got a video explanation of why the person needs the lab test in the first place, because it takes a lot of convincing someone to part with what could potentially be hundreds of pounds. The next thing is we've got them systematically ordering that lab test just through a pop-up, no more convincing. Your initial video was enough to make them think, yeah, I actually need to know this. Then we've got them reading their lab results from watching your video and having a comprehensive understanding of what it means. You still need to put a protocol in place for them though. Then you're going to send them to the correct page on your site that's housing the template of that protocol. And then after that, we are then going to make sure that they purchase the appropriate products for that. 5 steps, 1 funnel. So a funnel is helping to guide your clients into a particular action, but not just that. It means that you have the ability to track which client watched the video, which client took the next action, and at what point they fell off the funnel. So the BTG Tech platform allows you to do all of this. It allows you to house your online program. It allows you to have responsive pages where you can track conversions. It allows you to have funnels with pop-ups, which are calls to action, and your store. And at the end of this, they can book a call with you, so it takes you straight through to your calendar as well. Now, all of these strategies are super simple, but you need to know them in the first place. So Bridging the Gap is also an academy. The academy teaches you the strategies really to run your business in the first place. Like, how do you even go about from where you start? So we start with laying the foundation for your business. We look at the market research. We help you to develop an online health program in the area that you're really interested in. We help you to set it all up within our tech platform. And then all the strategies that come afterwards are really just to upscale the business. So Bridging the Gap is here for health practitioners. So if you need any help, you know where we are. So I've posted a link here to the academy and I'll be happy to help you get started today.